Hello and welcome back to another Facebook Live on MassLive.com. I'm Kevin Dillon here with Nick O'Malley. We just watched a brutal football game. The Patriots just lost 16-0 to the Buffalo Bills. They did not look good in any phase of the game. Special teams, they were messing up kickoffs. Offense, they were not scoring. They didn't score any points. And then on defense, Tyrod Taylor and LaShawn McCoy were tearing them apart. So we'll have a little bit of a reaction here. Nick, what did you think happened today?
Well, it was really bad. It was really rough to watch. There are a million reasons why the game was bad, but there are so many reasons to not panic about this game because, one, the defense, we give them a lot of crap for, LaShawn McCoy was all over the place. They couldn't tackle Tyrod Taylor. The defense let up 16 points. If you limit any team in the NFL to 16 points, you're probably going to win. The Patriots did win because they had a rookie third-round pick starting quarterback who had an injured thumb and they couldn't really run the ball. They get Tom Brady back next week. If the Patriots can't put up 17 points against the Bills without Tom Brady, something's gone horribly wrong. Now, mind you, it was 16-0. That's with Stephen Gostkowski missing a field goal, a red zone fumble, and then the Patriots choosing not to kick a field goal at the end of the game. The Patriots easily could have won 16-6, which is much more reasonable. All they lose by 10 points. If Jacoby Ellsbury doesn't fumble in the red zone there, it's 16-9. It's another chip shot field goal, and then it's a one-possession game. It was horrible to watch. We say the special teams was an issue. Yes, Cyrus Jones made two dumb decisions early on that cost the Patriots 10 yards of field position early on in the game. It looked really bad early on. They figured it out later on, and then after that, the special team was fine. Actually, late in the game, there were some fumbled punt returns. That was what concerned me. It's not going to be a big talk point after the game, but ball security at the end of the game was a big issue that I think it's going to get overlooked.
Yeah, and I mean, you've seen in past games, the Patriots have been able to get ahead and then run the ball with Garrett Blunt in the second half. You notice, like, the second half stats are way better. Patriots didn't have that luxury today. I mean, Patriots got in bad field position the first couple of drives, had a couple 3-and-outs, some quick scores for the Bills, and then suddenly they were behind the 8-ball, so they couldn't come back in the second half. Now, I was going to ask, obviously the Patriots did not do well at all today. Just kind of, Jacoby Brissett, obviously a quarterback. How much different do you think this would have been with Jimmy Garoppolo quarterback?
100%. It was clear that Jacoby Brissett, he has a taped up thumb. Thumb's pretty important for chucking the ball, especially in wet conditions. This is really bad, not great conditions for throwing a ball, especially if you're a rookie. And it's clear that they don't have the full playbook ready for Jacoby Brissett. He wasn't throwing his receivers a lot. He was throwing to Martellus Bennett a bunch. He was stepping off to his running backs. And he wasn't really throwing to the receivers. Now, that might be, we should probably look back to the film, see if that was Ronald Darby and Stephon Gilmore locking down the receiver from the outside. But it's clear that Brissett wasn't using the whole field to fire the ball. Tom Brady could do that, and they also didn't really appear to be throwing to Gronk. It looks like they mostly used him as a blocker today.
Yeah, I mean, Gronkowski obviously was only the one catch. He's having a tough start to the season with the injuries and then not really much usage yet. But, I mean, Martellus Bennett had over 100 yards. He had a big 50-plus yard catch and run that he had down the sideline there. I guess he seemed like he was the biggest bright spot for Patriots.
Well, he was clearly Jacoby Brissett's favorite target. He apparently has chemistry with him, and there's good reason. He throws a deep ball to him for like 54 yards, and he comes down with it. It was a great catch. By far the Patriots' best play of the game. And there were some spots where Jacoby Brissett, there were some drops. There was a pass to Brandon Bolden on the wheel route down the sideline. If Brandon Bolden catches that, that's a touchdown. Jacoby Brissett basically threw a touchdown today, but it was a drop wide open pass. There are a lot of instances where the Patriots had opportunities to score and they didn't make them. On a better day, the Patriots make those plays and it's a much closer game at the end of the game, but clearly the Patriots, just everything went wrong. They couldn't cash in when they needed to, and even when they did, there were a ton of penalties that wiped positive plays off the board, which was another issue. 9 penalties for 72 yards. Very uncharacteristic for a Bill Belichick team.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of get the feeling that this was a Patriots-like version these first 4 weeks. You know, Garoppolo had his own playbook. Brissett has his own playbook. Now Brady's coming back, and he's going to be able to do everything that Tom Brady's used to being able to do. I guess how beneficial is it that Tom Brady can come back and have his own playbook? I guess the Cleveland Browns.
Well, the biggest thing, and this is something that is really hard to, as a viewer to really gauge, is Tom Brady going to the line and seeing what the defense is doing and then being able to call the correct play. That Jacoby Brissett is a rookie quarterback still trying to figure out, holy crap, where is everything? What do I do with my hands? Tom Brady knows what the defense is running. He has a knowledge that us media people can only begin to grasp. And his ability to, we need to check into a run play here. That's going to help out LeGarrette Blount in the run game. He knows what the defense is going to do. He knows when to check into a run. He knows when to check out of a run. So I think we're going to see less instances of LeGarrette Blount running into his own blockers for a yard, and more instances of Brady knowing when a blitz is coming and when to hit a quick 5-yard out to Julian Edelman. Those are the type of plays that swing the offense because Patriots get some momentum, and that's when, quick out, quick run. Oh, by the way, Gronk just went 25 yards down the center of the field. They're going to get all the pieces back together, we think. It could derail, but from what we know, this is what should happen when Brady comes back.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we saw Brissett at quarterback, we saw Garoppolo at quarterback, and we saw Julian Edelman at quarterback. We previewed this a little bit in our Madden video, but I mean, obviously, that was a little different than what we saw today. Just kind of, what was your impression of the 2 snaps that Edelman played quarterback?
It was basically a wildcat package. The Bills did the same exact thing with LaShawn McCoy. The Patriots tried to get their best open field guy, the ball in his hands to Julian Edelman. They did a read option once, got him a couple of yards, didn't work, and then they tried one where he handed to LeGarrette Blount, didn't work. They tried to create a package, it didn't really work, mostly because the run blocking wasn't really there today. Why wasn't the run blocking there? Because the Bills realized, hey, they have a rookie at quarterback, let's just stuff the run, let's load the box, and if you can't throw the ball, there's really not much you can do to stop another team from going, let's just have the entire defense stuff the run.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, not a great day for the Patriots. Not a lot of laughs happening, but I mean, for us, we had a few laughs when Bill Belichick smashed his Microsoft Surface into that. I mean, what did you think about that moment there? How fun was that?
I wish I had the luxury of getting angry enough to smash a tablet and then having someone be able to supply me with another tablet. I've always wanted to live that gift. There's the movie 500 Days of Summer where Joseph Gordon-Levitt, there's this clip of him, he has this rack of dishes, he just goes and just smashes dishes, he's grabbing them, and you can get a looping gif of him just smashing dishes. I wish I had the luxury to just every time I have an internet issue, just slam a tablet on the ground, so something nice to come out of this game, a very good gift that we can lean on for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that was a nice little benefit. I want to talk real quick before we end here about the Buffalo Bills. I mean, obviously they're now 2-3. They're kind of they've got 2 wins in a row.
2-2.
2-2. My bad. 2 wins in a row. Tyrod Taylor playing well. I guess kind of. What's your impression of them? I mean, can they be an actually good team?
Yeah, they could. The offense has looked much better the past few weeks. The fact that they only scored 1 touchdown against defense that wasn't very impressive today. It's like they didn't really convert on a lot of their chances today. They beat the crap out of the Cardinals last week, and they appear to be gaining steam, but they're still a 2-2 team. Tyrod Taylor and LaShawn McCoy are the best part of that offense. If they get Sammy Watkins back, that's clearly going to help them, but they're clearly moving in a different direction where they're going to be run heavy, get the ball, using their playmakers in space, but it's really hard to see what their upside is, especially if they face a team that can get... The Bills really benefited from the field position battle early on, and they didn't really put up a lot of points in the second half. They had a really good game today. They won, they played great, they did everything they needed to do to win, and they beat a Patriots team that is starting a rookie quarterback, and if they didn't do that, then that would have been really bad, but we went into the season, I think they'll be like an 8-8 team. They'll be okay, but from what I saw from them, they're still, they could be 8-8, 9-17. They'll be okay. I don't think they're a playoff team, but they're all right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously now the Patriots now 3-1 after 4 weeks. Got Tom Brady coming back against the Cleveland Browns. That'll be a fun one. I'm sure everyone's going to have their eyes on Cleveland, whether it's the Red Sox or the Patriots. So that'll be a fun time. But thanks again for watching. Patriots are now 3-1, not 4-0, but things are still looking bright for the future. So thank you very much.
Thanks, folks.